Welcome to day 31 of 120 videos and 120 days to help your movement and mobility for Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. So today we're going to do a back escape. After we escape from our partner's hooks in and harness grip, we're going to turn and get on top of them. They're going to expose their back just on purpose to drill, so then they have to do a back escape. We're going to keep going back and forth for our back escape so we have a nice little flow drill. All right, well, stay tuned. Alright, so check out this back escape. Andrew's got my back. He's got his hooks in, he's got the harness grip. So what I want to do here is the arm that's on top, those fingers where it's pointing, that's the direction I put my shoulder. That's how I like to think about it. So from here, instead of dropping this direction, if he was to choke me, for example, see how his fingers are pointing that way, it lets me know to go this direction. So again, the harness grip he's got, I'm going to drop my shoulder down. Now here's an important detail. So his hooks are in, right? He's got the harness grip. This is an awful position. If he was to choke me, what aids in a choke, if he grabs with this hand up on my collar, and he's going to do like a sliding collar choke, for example, what helps him out is when I scrunch and grab, this makes the choke tighter. What makes it harder for him to choke is if I open up and spread my chest, open shoulders, and I try to get my back to the mat. So I'm pushing, putting my back on the mat. Now, if he starts to pull from here, it's a bigger surface area he's pulling across. It's as if I've grown 2 or 3 times throughout here, so it's harder to choke. But if he gets the same grip, and he starts to choke, and I do this like a lot of people do, and I scrunch, now it's very easy. As he chokes, go ahead and choke, Andrew. I'm tapping right away. But he does the same thing. He starts to choke. Go ahead, Andrew. I go back. I get my head down. My first shoulder touches. Now, with all of this room, it's going to be harder for him to choke. I'm going to keep my elbows in for now. I expand, walk myself out. Then what I'm going to do is come up on top. For the sake of the drill, he's just going to roll away. I grab his back, pull him in. I have hooks. The harness grip is in. So now my fingers are pointing this way. His shoulder goes down. He opens up his chest. As soon as your partner right here, he opens up his chest, presses his shoulders down, it's so hard to control him. I feel like I've lost it at this point. He does a good job of scooting out, starts to come up on top. When he comes up, I'm going to roll, give up my back. He grabs, pulls, put my shoulder to the mat. I open up as I walk my hips out. I come back up. He turns. I get the back. And we just continue this drill. What I want to emphasize is I'll have him get his hooks in again, is just this part of opening up. So a sliding collar from here, if he gets the grips for a sliding collar, the way to protect myself, as I was saying earlier, instead of doing, this is your first reaction. Anytime someone chokes you rather and grabs you like this, I know you want to do this. And I'm the same way. This is my initial reaction. But look how I'm contracted. I'm smaller. It's easier for him to just rip across my throat and finish the choke, right? Even if I'm here, it's getting tight already. But if I can think, as soon as he gets his grips, I put my shoulder down, I start expanding like this and walking out. Look, instead of being on my neck up here, I've gone up, I've not touched, I've not pulled. I'm simply using my elbows pulling back, expanding my chest, okay, if his hooks are in, it's not going to be easy all the time, but I defeat it by coming out, sitting heavy on the hook, elbows are in. And all you're doing, if you're into weightlifting or pull-ups, when you do a row, for example, like this, the chest expands, elbows come behind, this area grows and gets wider, and that's what we want to defeat this choke, okay? So this back drill, the necessary part is doing that motion, because of course somebody's not going to just hold you. They're going to probably try to choke you, and when they do that, that's going to allow you to escape, and it's going to allow you to not get choked. All right, guys, so try that drill back and forth. We're just going back and forth, grabbing with the harness grip and the hooks, working on that movement, and then start maybe throwing in the choke and ask your partner, just at first, give 30 or 40% power with the choke and see how that feels when you do this as opposed to this, okay? All right, guys, thanks for watching. Make sure you give a subscribe and give me a comment below. Let me know what you guys think. Appreciate you. Thanks.